Now, due to rising COVID cases, winter sports are on hold in Arizona high schools in the valley. Student athletes will not be allowed to play sports like soccer, basketball, or wrestling.
Okay, but check this out. Students from other states are being allowed to come to Arizona to play in tournaments. So these are club sports. They are not connected to schools. And our investigative reporter, Morgan Lowe, has details.
Families are coming in from out of town every weekend to play soccer, baseball, and softball. And these club sports tournaments have become so popular that sometimes it's difficult to find an empty field like this one on the weekends. But there is some concern that these events could spread COVID among the players and their families. It's Saturday morning on a soccer field in a Tempe city park, and the players are kicking, heading, and chasing the ball. But the team in blue has come a long way for this game, all the way from San Diego.
Right now, there are no tournaments, no games being played in Southern California.
Rick Hackett says the lack of sports in his home state has had a negative effect on his kids.
As a parent of young athletes, it's tough. You know, they want to get out and play. They miss the social aspect of it.
Take one look at the parking lot and you'll see the Hacketts are not the only ones here. California plate after California plate. There are lots of teams from the coast here in the valley this weekend.
We played a game earlier this morning against one of the clubs in our same city.
Here in Arizona?
Here in Arizona, yes.
Kim Hanley drove out from San Diego with her family. She says there are 6 teams from her home club playing in this tournament and more from her city.
So as soon as we know that there's a tournament that our teams can make, the emails go out. Who can come, who can come.
Club sports tournaments like this one are taking place across the valley. But organized high school winter sports are now on hold as of 2 weeks ago, because of the rising number of COVID cases. We have people coming in from outside of the state for tournaments here in Arizona because they're easier to put on here. Does that concern you at all?
It concerns me, but it doesn't concern me to the extent like the fact that we don't have a statewide face covering mandate or the fact that we don't have proactive inspections of bars and restaurants and nightclubs.
Will Humble is the former director of the Arizona Department of Health Services.
Anytime you've got an outdoor sport, that lends itself to less transmission than an indoor sport. So to me, that there's a big distinction between an indoor and an outdoor sport activity.
Back in Tempe, parents tell us the pandemic is on their minds.
But out on the field, I feel like the kids they're boosting their immune systems by getting that exercise and releasing that stress and doing all of that.
And these tournaments are not going away anytime soon.
There's clubs I know of that are playing their entire seasons in Arizona where they're traveling every game to come and play in Arizona.
The tournament that we went to did have COVID protocols in place, and we did see somebody walking around the sidelines making sure that spectators and families were wearing their masks. I'm Morgan Lowe for Arizona's Family.